Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to have a bit of a playoff feel about it because they had to get the point, a win to host here for the play-in. So there was always going to throw things at us, and we knew that. I felt we was too loose on the ball in the first half. That was a big. We gave it away in really good areas, and we didn't have as much control in terms of when we built. But I thought we defended really well when they threw balls into the box. Our two centre halves defended really well, and we kept a really good line as well and played them offside quite a lot of times. But I'd have liked to have seen more control with the ball. And I just told them at halftime, you need to calm down a little bit. This is how we're going to build. This is how we're going to play out. And, I thought there was a lot calmer heads in the second half. And, we went and got the result then.
Yeah, and those cooler heads prevailed. There are still some flashes of brilliance. That initial goal, that first goal, from the sideline, how did you see it? I mean, that pass that opened up that sequence was.
Yeah, it was, and again that they were pushing the ball. We won the ball back. We see Pep on the half turn, and he's seen the open side of the other side of the pitch. Plays it one touch, and BB did brilliant. Really good run, and a good pass as well to set Pep, who got for a 60-yard run to get on the end of it, and Patrick. Took the defender inside as well with him. He made a really good run to the near post and took the defender, and Pep got a great goal. And it was what we deserved at that time in the second half because we'd been pushing and we felt we were always going to be a threat on the counter.
Final one for me: 1-4 of your last 5. One of the hottest teams in MLS right now. Is this the best your team's looked all year?
I think we're in a really good moment, which is what we wanted to do. This is the time that you have to be in a good moment going into the playoffs. I think we've got Orlando now, so tough games. We played them twice this season. Had tough games, but as I said right from the start, we don't care who we play. The big thing for me today, and I've just said to the players how proud I am of them for this season. My first full regular season, and we've kept the least goals against us in the Eastern League, and they can be proud of themselves for that as well. Cheers, thank you.
All right, let's move on to Carol.
Congratulations, Dean. You got some.
Thanks, Carol. Thank you.
You guys playing the right way at the right time.
I feel we are at the moment. We're in a good moment. We've got players in form. Made a couple of changes, with the European trips for Abada and Swiderski. Spoke with Tim yesterday. He was ready to play, but I knew, I might need to pull him off. And players that come in, I thought Vargas and Patrick were excellent today. But the players then who come on a subs were excellent. And I just think, players are in form at the moment. They look like they're enjoying the football. Centre halves heading balls out of their box. They're enjoying doing it, and it's a good place to be. But we need to carry that on now into the playoffs.
I know you have high standards, but if you're sitting at the start of the season and someone tells you 5th place, 51 points, 12 clean sheets, that's a good thing. You like what you hear?
Yeah, definitely. I'd have preferred obviously the Supporter Shield, but. No, but it's an excellent return for the lads in the first year. They took on an awful lot of what we wanted to work on very quickly. Defensively, I think we've been really tough to play against all season. We don't give much away, and that was proved again today. And to have the least goals against is a massive. Will give the lads a massive boost going into the playoffs as well. But I'd probably taken that at the start of the season. That's for sure.
Just quick to check on Bingham. He had a back thing. Is it going to be a problem going forward into the playoffs?
Well, we're hoping not. He went to see a specialist I'm lost with days. On Thursday, I think he had an injection yesterday. So we're hopeful that he should be back in training after 3 or 4 days.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right, we'll go Nick and then in with Steve.
All right. Hey, Coach. Congratulations on the win in the 5th place. So
Thanks,
in
Nick.
the first half, the first half, it seemed like, of course, the defense was playing patient, but of course, you have to shift the way you play based on on what's kind of being dictated in some respects? Were you hoping that, like you said, in the second half, that they would just calm down? Were you feeling like if you could just make it through the half, that things would be okay?
I felt there were periods in the half where we did okay. They were doubling up on both sides. They were actually gambling an awful lot. They were playing 1v1 at the back against Patrick. You know, and that's why it had the feel of a bit of a playoff game. So, it didn't surprise me that they were throwing bodies forward and getting balls in the box. I just wanted us to show a little bit more composure on the ball. I felt that we needed more control, and we sorted a few things out at half time, and they took it on board into the second half.
In the second half, I noticed a lot of shifting of the play to the opposite end. Was that something that you noticed and you're like, we could easily do that because they were opening things more up? And then also you had a lot of skip passes where they were kind of overplaying. Is that something you saw earlier?
Yeah, I mean, we spoke to Brandt about not making so many forward runs in the second half. We wanted to come into the opposite pocket, which we felt opened up for us. And, you see from that first goal, that's where, BB was. Instead of being on the last line, he dropped deeper and then he could come onto the ball that Pep played him. I felt we could have got out through our opposite six a few times in the first half. And we did it a few times, but not often enough. And that was the thing that we needed to do better. So, yeah, we wanted to get them one side and then quickly switch play. And I felt, because it's quite a long pitch, I felt they would help us doing that.
And then how does it feel to capitalize on those transitions in such a quick transition, but also kind of those counters that the team had not done previously, but kind of during the streak they have?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we've been working on. We feel we've got players who can, go and make the most of them transitional moments. The important thing with that as well, because there'll be lots of transitional moments in the game, is that the back line get up as well and close the spaces so you don't have a counter against your counter. And we've done that really well in the last month. But some of the balls, I'm really pleased with it. The ball that Brandt played underneath Patrick's goal, we keep talking about that, making defenders run towards their own goal and leave the ball there. And I actually thought it was an own goal at first, but a good finish from Patrick. And we could have scored other ones. I was gutted for Jamie Patterson. He had a big chance, and that would have given him a big lift. And Liel could have scored a couple more as well. But it was a really good finish. So I thought Swiderski, when he came on for the last 15 minutes, was outstanding as well. So it's great that we've got a competition in places at the moment.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Steve, take it home.
Hey, congratulations, Dean.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, sorry for any background noise. I'm at the Ascent game right now. But what was your thinking behind the starting lineup tonight, and particularly up front with Patrick instead of Carroll?
So Carroll only got back Thursday morning. His first training session was yesterday. He'd started both games for Poland. We know what a long journey that can be, and the same with Liel Abada as well. Started both games for Israel. He got back a day earlier on the Wednesday. But I've seen before where them journeys can take a little bit out of your legs. And we'd put ourselves in a position where we could afford to do that. And, the likes of Kerwin and Patrick have been playing well as well. So, that was the main reasons behind it.
Yeah, it was interesting to see them, starting from the first whistle. With Benteke, he's Golden Boot leader by like 4 goals going into this weekend. Did you have any particular scheme for him?
No, not really. I mean, we know they like to play balls in behind for them. So we spoke about our, further centre back away from the ball, holding the line a lot better. And we caught them offside a few times. He's dangerous from crosses. So we spoke about, making contacts within the box so he doesn't get a running jump on people, because he's a problem when he can do that. But he's a really good player, and, he did cause problems. But, our centre-backs know they've been in the game, having played against him. But they'll be pleased to have got 2 clean sheets against him as well.
Yeah, I thought that was an excellent thing. And the line was very much in sync and coordination tonight. So with a game like this, because, again, a lot of people have wanted, without the results against Orlando for whatever reasons, people were thinking, okay, even if they're better teams, Cincinnati might just be a better matchup for Charlotte. You know, or will take anybody who comes at you with that. You'd take the Dutch national team if they were on the other side of the field. But you know Orlando, you've seen them a couple of times. Is Orlando a team that Charlotte should beat?
Oh no, it's going to be a tough matchup. They were good at their place. We weren't very good. We were good at our place, and I think Scotty got sent off after 35 minutes, and we played well with 10 men against them. But I'm looking forward to the matchup. It's going to be competitive. We know that, but we know we can play a lot better than what we did when we played there early in the season. You know, for me, you can't go and choose who you're going to go and play and say, oh, I think they're going to be easier, they're going to be easier. You know, whoever we're going to play have finished above us this season in the regular season. So they're going to be tough games, but it was important that we went into this, you know, with some momentum, and we've done that. So I always felt whoever we play, I think our lads will be ready.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good season. Fifth is a very strong result for this team. So congratulations on that, and safe travels home.
Thanks, Steve.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll have Brant shortly.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.